We're recording now.
Welcome.
Back.
To Jordan Dail's YouTube channel.
Down a notch.
Welcome back to Jordan's YouTube channel.
Okay, up a couple.
Hello.
I'm eating chips and dip.
Okay. So, anyways, welcome back to my channel. So, on today's episode, we are going to be answering a few questions about recruiting questions and like softball questions and stuff like that. I feel like I get a lot of DMs and requests on stuff like this.
And some random questions.
That too. So we have Hannah over here. She's not in the frame. She's coming in the frame. Yeet. There's Hannah. Yay. And then we have Kate.
And Carl's
And me and Deijah and Ariel's in the kitchen. So, to get started. First question.
You don't have to scream.
First question. How do you handle calluses on your hands, both pitchers and hitters?
You just work through it. You just work through it. I'm being so sweet.
We're freaking beast. What?
Beast. We're freaking beast in the weight room.
We're freaking beasts in the weight room. Yeah, no, we really get calluses more so from the weight room than we do hitting or pitching. Calluses aren't that big of a deal. They're probably the least of your worries when it comes to playing at the division level, honestly.
Hey.
There's a lot more problems we gotta deal with.
Hey, can you put like a pretty like picture of us for like the tag?
Yeah, but can you make sure you look here instead of at the actual ourselves? Like look here.
But I like looking at myself.
Next question, favorite recruiting memory?
I caught a ball falling over the fence, robbed a home run, and fell right in front of Coach White. That was pretty funny.
For me, it was when we were in Atlanta, Georgia. It was an 8 a.m. game. I think all three coaches at Virginia Tech that were at that game, and I ended up pitching that game. I got on base. I don't remember how I got on base, but I had to steal a base, and then there was another incident where I think I got a double maybe or something like that. So I just kind of, it was like probably one of my better games. So I ended up being able to hit and pitch that game, and I was able to kind of do a lot, and it was kind of cool because after the game, that was when they told me that I had an offer from Virginia Tech. Are your roommates single? We're all single. Single as a ruffle. Not Pringle. Not Pringle because we don't have Pringles. We got Ruffles. What does your lifting schedule look like? So we usually lift 4 times a week: Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Monday, Tuesday we're 7:30 to 8:30, and then Thursday we usually do a lot of conditioning stuff. So it just kind of depends on what football schedule's like, depending on if we can get in the indoor, if we're going to be on the outdoor. If we're outdoor, we'll start at 7:30 again. If we're indoor, we're usually starting at what, 6:30, 6:45?
6:45. You have to be there at 6:30.
So it just kind of depends. Favorite uniforms y'all have worn? Gray. I like all black. I do like all white as well, but I'm kind of a favorite for all black. So
I like all white, but then I really mess with the gray.
I don't like white.
I like yellow, white, yellow.
Yellow, white, yellow.
Yellow. See, I like white, green, white. I think white, green, white looks pretty good. And
No, yellow, white, yellow.
So good.
black, white, black. Black, white, black is pretty good too. How did your recruiting process go? I don't really know. I started kind of getting recruiting when I was in like the 7th, 8th grade. That was kind of when I started to get a lot of the D1 offers that I was looking for. I ended up committing to Virginia Tech my freshman year of high school, but my recruiting process when I decided to transfer was a little bit different. But Virginia Tech actually found me through high school, which is not very often. Usually most college players, they got recruited through travel ball or camps or whatever it may be.
My recruiting process, I started getting recruited in like 7th grade too. I was really young, playing with like 14-year-olds and 18-year-olds.
How old were you when you started playing 18U?
12 or 13.
12 or 13? Yeah. See, and that's the thing, like a lot of us when we were younger, we started playing 18U when we were about 13, but the recruiting process obviously changed with a lot of the college rules changing. And so now people are trying to play down more, whereas when we were getting recruited, like I was 13 years old when I started playing travel ball with 18-year-olds. So I was playing 18U when I was 13, whereas now with all the recruiting rules changing, that obviously kind of altered a lot of stuff that's going on. So
I just went to a lot of like camps, I reach out to coaches a lot, like by email and sending them my schedule.
What do college scouts look for in players? One, your attitude and your effort. Believe it or not, coaches actually do look at that. They're looking at your athleticism, obviously. If you're able to make plays, even if you don't make the plays, it's not a big deal. It's about how you go about those plays.
How you
your effort.
react
Exactly.
when you do bad.
Yeah, and so that's why they look at your attitude and effort as well. So if you mess up on a play or you make an error, or pitchers, if you walk somebody or give up a huge home run, how do you react to that? Because they don't want pitchers or infielders or outfielders or whatever it may be to be kind of copping an attitude when they make a mistake. So control the controllables, make sure you have a good attitude, make sure you're always giving the effort, making sure that if you do strike out or you are struggling in a game, it's not the end of the world. Everyone does it, obviously, even at the collegiate level. It's making sure you're picking up your teammates afterwards, making sure you're communicating on defense, making sure as a pitcher, if you walk somebody, turn around and tell your shortstop or your second baseman, all right, I'm gonna get you a ground ball and we're gonna roll a double play.
Also, like how you carry yourself out, like off the field, like when you guys have game breaks and stuff, they watch that too. Like what you say, how you talk, how you move. Yeah,
Yes.
how you treat your parents is a big thing too.
Yeah, so if your parents are carrying your duffel bags or bat bags or whatever it may be,
Like,
and
they
you're
shouldn't be doing that.
yeah, no, that's silly. Especially if you're older too, like that's childish. Like carry your own stuff. Making sure if there is team equipment on your travel team, go out of your way to go carry it, because when you're a freshman, I hate to tell it to you, but you're carrying all of the team equipment.
You carry everything.
Through the airport, through the hotel, through the
put stuff
complex
on
you're
the
playing.
bus.
Yeah, so making sure you're doing a lot of that stuff. What are certain tips for someone who's not getting any looks but is eligible? Email colleges that you're interested in, but also continue to email colleges that are interested in you. So a lot of times people think that they are not getting any looks because the team, or let's say the school that they're looking for, is not necessarily looking at them. There's always a spot open somewhere. So go out of your way to do your own research, whether it's D1, D2, D3, JUCO, you name it. Making sure that you're kind of going out of your way to email and reach out to those schools, as well as some of the schools that may be interested in already looking at you and have already emailed you. Continue to work hard, go to camps. Camps are a huge place where you get recruited. Talk to the coaches, tell them what you're interested in, tell them how much you know about the program, see what availability they have. Obviously, if you're interested in going to a school that has 6 shortstops and you're a shortstop, that honestly might not be the place for you, but that's okay. There's another place that has availability for you.
It's just not just about softball, it's also
Yeah.
about school and what you're gonna do in your career for like the rest of your life.
Yeah, because exactly.
You're only gonna
The area you
be here
live
for
in
4 to 5 years.
Yeah,
like,
because unfortunately, like, it's not the NFL or the NBA where you're gonna make millions of dollars.
softball comes in
So-
at some point.
Softball is extremely important, but at the end of the day, your education is more important. All
Also,
that
don't
stuff is-
just reach out to the big name schools.
That's a huge one.
There's smaller schools that are really good too. Like I didn't just reach out to D1 schools. Like I reached out to D2 schools, D3 schools. Like even JUCOs come and watch you play sometimes, and some of them can give out scholarships. So like just do your research, find a good place where you feel like you can live for the next 4 to 5 years of your life, and make sure that your major's there.
Just because you're going D2 or D3, let's say you do want to play professionally, does not mean that you won't be able to. There are plenty of girls in the professional league now that have played at smaller D1s, D2s, D3s. You know, it's going somewhere where you're comfortable and you'll be able to be pushed to your limit. And everybody's limit is different. So making sure that you're going somewhere where you know that if for some crazy reason softball were to end, let's say you get a career-ending injury, knock on wood, that you don't want, or let's say COVID happens or whatever it may be, you are able to be happy at that school. You don't want to go at a school where if softball's not going right, you don't want to be there. You want to go somewhere where you're going to be happy regardless, because you never know what could happen, honestly. Do you prefer squats or bench press? Squats, baby.
Squats.
Legs for days.
Get them gains.
Get them gains. Get the booty.
Get the booty.
Yeah, no, we like leg work a lot more than we like arm work, but we do a lot of arm work as well.
Fridays I feel jacked.
Fridays, I feel like Monday's my favorite day. How should I go about writing emails and how to get noticed by coaches? One, make sure your emails are personalized. I did this mistake when I was like 13 years old playing in 18U. My travel ball coach told us we had to email 7 coaches from each division, Division 1, Division 2, Division 3. I was an idiot and I want to say it was Mississippi State. I really don't remember. But I emailed a coach and I didn't know how to spell her last name. So I said, Coach, what's her face? And I was gonna go back and fix it, and I never went back and fixed it, and I sent the email saying, Coach, what's her face? So
Oh, now you know why Jordan doesn't go there.
so now you know why I don't play in the SEC. But I want to say it was Mississippi State. It could have been another place. But either way, make sure you're emailing coaches that you are and coaches and colleges that you are actually interested in. 2, make sure you're making those emails personal towards that college. Don't send the same generic email of I'd love to play here, would you recruit me, blah, 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 blah. Like, make sure you're actually emailing coaches and colleges that you're actually interested in playing at and for, because at the end of the day, let's say like the college does email you back and you actually have no interest in going there whatsoever, you're wasting their time and you're wasting your time. So do your research.
Put your schedules in the emails.
Yeah, put your schedules in the email, absolutely. Like, make sure you're saying, we're playing here at these times. I will update you if the schedule changes.
Which field it's on and
Exactly.
everything. Caitlyn came here as a regular student, did not come here for any sport.
Exactly.
And then we had open tryouts
My first year here,
For
so
walk-ons?
2019.
for walk-ons, and now she's here.
And now she's here.
So
And this is her 3rd year here. So exactly. So she kind of came around the same time I did. Me, I was originally recruited more on East Coast schools and everything, and I went to Virginia Tech first and then I transferred. Deijah, on the other hand, was recruited to Oregon, and then obviously committed to Oregon and is now here. So we all have 3 different recruiting stories.
Fun fact, me and Jordan have the same birthday.
We do! I'll follow you back if you know what day it is. So I'm cutting that out.
This household is the Capricorn Club. because
Oh
we're
yeah,
all
all
Capricorns.
me, Deijah, and Ariel are all Capricorns. Favorite thing about playing for VT and now for Oregon? Any differences or adjustments? So my favorite thing about playing for Virginia Tech was my best friends kind of played for them. Like, we all were very, very close, and I still talk to them like pretty much every day. You know, and it was just fun because it was a super cool like family environment, and I definitely enjoyed playing for them. My favorite thing for playing with Oregon is one of the coaches. Coach Lombardi is absolutely legit. Like, she knows exactly what she's doing. Coach Lang, she's legit. If you don't know her, Google her. Google her. Like, she's a goat. Megan Langenfeld, she is a goat. But my favorite thing about playing for Oregon is, one, like I said, the coaching staff. I mean, you couldn't get a better coaching staff, honestly. Like, they are the top tier. You like, especially for a left-handed pitcher like me. All right, take 2. Reporting live.
Part 2.
I want to live in a mansion. Sorry, so my camera died. Do you prefer?
Do you prefer?
Dang, how many people ask you?
All right. A lot. All right.
200
All right.
Man,
So,
my 200.
how do you manage school with softball? So, for me personally, I try to get my schoolwork done. Most of the time right now with COVID, we obviously are not like in-person classes. So after weights, when we're done by like what, 8:30?
Yeah.
8:30-ish. I try to get my schoolwork done before practice, which is usually either 2 to 5 or 4 to 6.
She's lying. It's cap. We all procrastinate.
Sunday night. We all procrastinate.
So I try to get it done, but if I don't, I choose to take a nap instead. I usually will try to just get whatever the work is done on that day.
I get a lot of my work done in tutoring.
She has tutoring.
I have tutoring. I say get tutoring because it makes your life a lot easier, and they help you a lot. They give you blocks in the day, like an hour for each class, and you just get your work done with your tutor.
I know. Scoot over there.
I just want to eat my ice cream.
so basically as an athlete here at Oregon at least, you can choose to have tutoring or not. The quicker you can get your homework done, the better, because it kind of allows you to have more rest time and more time to relax and kind of do what you want.
Hannah, you don't do me a favor? Can you go in my room on my nightstand next to my thing? Can you go get my birth control bill?
We do have study hall hours while we are on the road, which is nice because it kind of allows you like a time, let's say at like an hour or so, or however long the study hall time is, to kind of get your homework out of the way. But it's just, the quicker you can get it out of the way, the better, because the longer you wait and the longer you procrastinate, the more stressful it is during the season. What point should you start the recruiting process, and by when is it too late?
Never too late.
Never too late.
Start right now.
And just start it. So it's never too late. That's basically what we're getting at.
And it's never too early.
And it's never too early. Let's see here. Sure. OnlyFans. No. All right. Anyways, next question. Have you ever hit a wall in playing, aka not feeling good?
She hit a person. Oh, I thought
Have you ever? Shut up. Have you ever hit a wall in playing, aka not feeling well, or playing with a nagging injury?
like,
Every year.
wait. Can I understand the question?
Yes.
Like, hit a wall, like you.
Like you're like struggling.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was about to be like, I ran into our wall so many times. I run into our wall every day at practice. We do balls at the wall, and I be. Bam.
Yeah. So as far as running into a wall, I have not run into a physical wall, but I have had pretty much a nagging injury or some sort of injury almost every year. Honestly, as a Division I athlete, you're probably always going to deal with something that maybe might not feel good or might not necessarily feel the best. It's a matter of making sure you're being proactive, going to treatment, going to your athletic trainer. If you do feel anything that's off, please communicate with your coaches, because they obviously need to stay in the loop. And if you show up to practice and let's say you're not allowed to do ground balls or not allowed to hit or whatever it may be, making sure that they know that as well, because if you show up to practice and don't tell them that and they expect you to do that, obviously you guys are on two different pages, and that could cause some kind of communication
It could mess with
issues.
the whole practice.
Exactly. So, like Hannah said, so making sure that you're communicating with everybody in the staff. Everybody just wants you to do your best. Everybody wants you to be as healthy as possible. So please just make sure that you're communicating whatever that injury may be.
Okay, next question. Who picks out what uniforms you guys wear for practice/games? The seniors do /coaches.
And the equipment.
And the equipment manager, Kinsey.
Also TV.
And
we had to change the game. We had to change our
we
uniforms.
did, yeah, because they were wearing like white or something, and we couldn't wear white because they were wearing white, and it was kind of
And it was on ESPN, so depending on what channel.
Yeah, so it depends on who's the home team and the away team, a lot of different stuff like that, as well as when we're at like tournaments like the Marionetta or Judy Garmin or Puerto Vallarta in Mexico. They usually kind of pick those outfits for us. Yeah, okay, so
That concludes the video.
that concludes the video. Cut. All right, well, deuces, Chris Brown. Okay, well, thank you so much for tuning in to my channel yet again. Make sure you guys click the subscribe button below. Make sure you guys like, comment, whatever it may be.
Subscribe.
Like she said below. But make sure you guys follow all of us on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok and whatever else it may be.
I just made a TikTok.
Deijah just made a TikTok,
You will
so
never
please follow
see me
her.
make a TikTok.
But yes, please follow us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Make sure you subscribe, like the video. If you guys have any other ideas as to what you guys want us to make videos on, by all means, feel free to comment below or message me on Instagram. I'm always checking those. But thank you guys again for watching, and we will see you guys next time. So bye, bye,
And
bye, bye. Cut, cut.
I like to cut.
I like the cut, G. I like your cut, G. Peace out. What a show. What a. I like your cut, G. Okay, bye.
Shorty love to dance, she gon' walk it out. Put me in a trance, what you talking about? Summertime, we finna pop out, and we don't play fair. Money all around, you think you chase it. about your face.